Guys ever wonder how to quickly post a blog on your website? Well, stick around. We're going to go through that today. Well, what's up, guys? It's Tavo here, just showing you how to quickly post a blog into your website. So here's a blog that we've produced, and I've got it here in Google Docs. And so basically what I like to do is I will go in here. Actually, we have to edit and select all. And I will right click and copy. All right. Then I go into my WordPress dashboard, go into posts, and add new. All right, and in WordPress, under Add New, what I'll do is I will right-click and paste this into the body of the text, like so. You'll see everything comes through but the images. We can come back in and paste images in here at a later date. And what I like to do is I like to highlight the title and copy that. We'll paste that into the title section, like so. And then what I can also do is I could come down to the bottom of the article down here. And I've installed Yoast SEO, which is a great tool to help optimize your blog articles for search engine optimization. And what this will guide you to do is to enter in some of the most important aspects that will help you rank. So one of them is the focus key phrase. So here, what I usually use will be the title as my focus key phrase, but I usually omit any punctuation at the end, just keep it clean. So, and what Yoast SEO does is it gives you a guideline for how to rank for SEO and how to rank for readability. So, and it starts off with a red dot, then as you improve the article, we'll move to an orange dot, and then finally, if it meets some basic criteria, it will turn those dots to green. So ideally, we want green on SEO and green on readability. So right now I'm working on SEO. So we entered in our focus key phrase right there. Then I like to come down into this area that says edit snippet. And we're going to want to enter in a slug. And typically what I do is I turn my title into the slug. And the slug is typically formatted in such a way that it's all lowercase and the words are separated by hyphens like you see here. So, and oftentimes, if the title is similar, like this one is Can a Plant-Based Diet Unclog Arteries? Oftentimes I'll have something in there that's similar. Maybe not the case today. But if I put can, there we go. Can a plant-based diet give you gas? Close enough. So I could have that fill in the majority and then just adjust the end of it to match. Can a plant-based diet unclog arteries is what I wanted to say here. Unclog hyphen arteries, great. And then what you want to do is you want to fill in what's called the meta description down here. And this is what shows up there in the little snippet here. So what I tend to do is I tend to use a version of the first paragraph here because my first paragraph always includes my focus key phrase here. Can a plant-based diet unclog arteries? So I'll copy this, go back down into the snippet, and we will. And you'll notice that it has a limited number of characters. I don't know exactly how many, but it's usually right around here. Right now, I'm getting this orange bar because I'm over that amount. So what I like to do is I want to make sure to keep in this focus key phrase here. So usually I'll edit some part of the first or second sentence. So it says coronary artery disease and other heart diseases collectively are the leading cause of death in the US. It's commonly caused by clogged arteries. So maybe I'll take this second sentence out and see if that improves it. There we go. So we're green. So that's good. So that's the basics. So here we've gone from an orange dot, or actually no dot initially, on either SEO or readability, to now green dots on both. So that's basically telling me that Yoast SEO thinks that for the most part, I've hit most of the recommendations for these. And if you want to see what some of those recommendations are, and maybe I should have shown this beforehand, but you can click down here on SEO analysis, and it'll give you a combination of red dots that need to be overcome, orange dots, if any, and green dots, things that it likes. And some of the things that it likes, for example, are it likes to see outbound links. So I have some in there already in the article. It likes to see internal links going back and forth between the articles on your blog. It likes to see key phrases in the introduction, which I have. It likes the key phrase to be a certain length. It likes to see your key phrase being used a certain number of times for the amount of words included in your blog. So my blogs tend to be between 1,500 and 2,000 words in general. And around at that length, it usually wants about 5 to 7 mentions of that key phrase within that. And the cool part is that if you're short on that, you can hit this little eyeball and it will actually highlight where those were mentioned in your article. Different versions. So it doesn't always have to be the exact key phrase. It could be a synonym of that key phrase, which is kind of cool. So it's an incredible tool. Again, it's just a robot, so you don't have to always get green dots here. But I try to aim for at least my SEO getting green dots, and I try to follow as many of these. I can go back and make it even better if I turn these into orange or green as well, which I will, because I haven't even added my images or image attributes yet. And so I will. And as soon as I do, this will probably turn from a red to green, et cetera, et cetera. So you'll notice if you click into readability as well, it will give you a list of what it's determined after its analysis as things you need to focus on. Like, for example, it says the copy scores of 52.1 in the test, which is considered fairly difficult to read. So this is the tough part here that I'm still trying to work on in terms of how to improve my writing. But you can see that in general, it has enough green dots for it to feel comfortable giving me a green. So don't get too hung up on oranges or reds in there. It doesn't mean that you won't rank at all, because oftentimes it will give you a red or an orange dot if you have mentioned the same term back to back for 3 times in a row. And oftentimes if you're doing bullet points, they're oftentimes starting with the same word or letter, et cetera, et cetera. And so that's a good example of where the robot doesn't understand that you're doing a bullet point list and is just trying to compare it to a preset list of values. So at that point, I will either save the draft if I want to wait to put the pictures in, but I don't mind publishing it right away, because I know I will go back and add those pictures here within the next few minutes. So I hope that helps out. If go through it once again, and good luck. And if you have any questions, feel free to bounce back. Talk to you soon. Thank you.